gambling goose cast. It's the gambling goose cast. It's the gambling goose cast. It's the gambling goose cast. If you're a sports fan and wanna bet, this is the right place. Just write your picks on the internet, and I'll put them all together in one parlay. Put it in the books, yeah.
Welcome to episode 59 of the Gambling Goosecast, brought to you by the Hangover Network. Today is Wednesday, April 10th, 2019. And today's episode is going to be a 2019 Masters betting preview. But first, let's recap last night's bets. First up, we bet all NBA last night, but first up we had Hornets -8 against the Cavs at -110 for odds, bet 100 to win 90-91, and they mollywopped them 124-97. Both Kemba Walker and Jeremy Lamb had 23 points. Put in the books. 1-0. Next up we had Knicks +1.5 against the Bulls at -110 for odds. We bet 100 to win 90-91, and they won 96-86. Dennis Smith Jr. had 25 points. Put in the books. 2-0. Next up, we had Raptors -7 against the Wolves at -110 for odds. We bet 100 to win 90-91, and they beat the Wolves 120-100. Kawhi Leonard had 20 points. Put in the books. 3-0. And last, we had the Trailblazers -9.5 against the Lakers at -110 for odds. Bet 100 to win 90-91. And sadly, they didn't cover. The parlay didn't hit. But they did win 104-101. Maurice Harkless hit a buzzer beater 3 to win it. He scored 26 points. Do not put it in the books. Our new parlay record is 5-91, and we are down $1,394.89. Our new single bet record is 110, 120, and 5, and we are up $347.74. All right, now to the meat of this episode. We are betting on the 2019 Masters. Last year, I did pretty well on this. This is before I did the podcast, but I threw 100 bones on Patrick Reed, and he won it, netting me $5,000 at plus 5,000. I don't know if I'll get that lucky this year or ever again, but let's try it. We had a caller today, Jeremy from the Golf Channel. He is also a co-host on the Sports Hangover, also part of the Hangover Network. And we had a great conversation. Let's hear the interview. All right, Jeremy. So, the Masters is starting tomorrow. And I'm ready to bet it.
It's a great betting event, but it's also like the best golf event in the world. It's a double whammy because who doesn't love the Masters?
That is true. Last year I hit a big. I threw 100 down on Patrick Reed to win, and it happened. So I hit $5,000 last year because of that.
That's crazy. So he's at 50-1. How'd you know to bet Patrick Reed? Because he had never won a major before that.
I was watching the Valspar right before where Tiger was making his kind of comeback, and I just liked the way he played. It was just a shot in the dark, and I threw some money down. Because Patrick Reed I think he got third last year in the Valspar.
Yeah.
And he was just playing really well, and I'm like, well, his odds were looking good. Everyone was betting either Rory or I think John Ram had pretty good odds last year too, but I threw some money on Patrick Reed and it worked out. And this year I'm looking to hit another long shot like that.
Maybe we should quickly see who finished third at Valspar this year.
That's true, I guess. Maybe that's the ticket.
But Patrick Reed is not very well liked, so it's hard to root for a guy like Patrick.
I agree on that. That's the same thing with like Bubba Watson. He's hit the green jacket twice, and it seems like no one likes the guy.
That's a good point. Some people don't like Jordan Spieth. He's won a couple times, so it kind of seems
Yep.
like that's a prerequisite to win the Masters. It goes in line with all those crazy green jackets.
Yeah. So, do you have some picks?
Yeah, so I just wanted to go over a couple. So looking at the odds, Rory's a huge favorite at 8-1,
Yep.
and I just say stay away from him. I know he's been hot. I love Rory, but the odds they don't work out. He's too much of a favorite in my mind. Did you have any thoughts on that?
Exactly. Yeah, I agree. I'm on Bovada. It's plus 750 for him. It's like, well, I mean, you bet $20, you're only going to win 200. So,
Yeah, so he
I
might
also like
win, but
yeah. What are your thoughts on Matsuyama?
I've always thought Matsuyama would win a major, but it just hasn't happened, and I'm not sure that they might have left us. His game's not in super top form. Do you like Matsuyama?
Well, it's just the problem is his putting, and you need to putt well at the Masters. But the last 4 years, he's finished in the top 20 for the Masters. So it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know. He's up there. And then another guy I'm liking is that I think is bound to win a major is Tony Finau.
Okay, I'm glad you brought up Tony Finau. He's at 35-1, so it's great odds, great value. And there was a book that came out this year. I don't know if you're aware of this, from a betting guru. His name's Joe Pita. He used to be in baseball analytics, and now he's jumping into golf analytics and numbers. He broke down the entire Masters field. I'm sorry I'm giving away his book for you people, so you can't go read it now. But he determined through all of his analytics and numbers that Tony Finau would win the Masters this year. So at 35-1, that's tremendous value.
I like that. Okay, Tony Finau. Yeah, and then I see him Bovada. It's 40-1. So
there you go.
where
Even
else?
more value as the lines keep moving. So Finau's a great one. That could be your Patrick Reed bet. You could win 5,000 on Patrick Reed this year too. Another guy with similar odds, probably. I have him at 30-1. Where do you see Bryson DeChambeau on your list?
Yeah, 33-1. Yeah, I've heard a lot of talk about him this year too.
So Bryson's gonna win multiple majors in his career, no doubt about it. His game isn't super sharp right now, but I know he's been grinding and practicing. I believe in the guy long term, so therefore at 33-1, I'd put some money on him this week.
And then another guy I always bet on. I don't know. I just like him is Xander.
Xander's a top 10 player in the world, but no one seems to know about him. He kind of flies under the radar, which in betting circles, that's what you want. He's no Rory or Tiger. He's probably giving you more value than you're actually getting.
Yeah, exactly. And then I guess Matt Kuchar, he's been playing well this year, and he has that situation with that caddy, but so he's not as well liked as he usually is, but
wasn't that brutal? So for people that don't know, he hired a local caddy in Mexico last year, and he paid him like $2,000 or something so small. And Kuchar won 1.2 million, won the tournament.
Yep.
He paid the caddy $2,000.
What is the rules there? Like I heard, I guess it's unwritten rules. You pay him 10%.
That's right. So typically it's 10% to your caddy, like no matter what you win. So even if you win 500,000, you get 10%. Especially if you win, you'd think it'd be 10% or maybe more. And Kuchar got a lot of bad PR, which in the golf circles, I think he should have. He kind of stiffed the guy, and he definitely played some role in him winning, I would think.
Oh, exactly. Well, the guy worked at the course, so you think he's going to know it more than anything, and I don't know.
Yeah, a ton of local knowledge.
But I do like his odds. It's 40-1. He has been playing well.
That is a sweet spot, 40-1.
Yes. And I'm looking at more of these odds. And another thing I like to bet on is, top 15, top 20, guys that aren't going to win it, but they can play well. What do you think of Corey Connors after winning their last tournament?
Hey, he's coming in hot, right? So he won this last week after the Monday qualified, but I worry about his energy level because that's a lot of energy to go win a golf tournament, do all the media. He wasn't ready for Augusta. He wasn't packed for it. He hasn't been playing practice rounds.
Oh, exactly, yeah.
So I might stay away from him, but I could see where you want to bet the hot hand.
Yeah, like for a maybe top 10 finish, he would get, let's see here, I think it's, it's 9-1 on a top 10 finish. You never know. And then, I don't know. Is there any long shots that you would bet on for maybe even to win it that no one knows about?
Well, the Masters is fascinating. They have all the Masters champions of the past that always play. So if you look at a guy like Fred Couples, no, he's probably not going to win. But at the same time, his odds are like 1,000 to 1. They're crazy. So could he top 10? For sure. He knows the course better than anyone. He still hits the ball a long way. A guy like him could top 10. A Bernhard Langer, same idea. He's 1,000 to 1. He's 60-some years old. But he could still top 10 in this event, and you could make money there. One guy with a little better odds that I do like is Kevin Kisner at 65 to 1. The guy played lights out at match play in Austin, Texas just a few weeks ago. He's from the South. He'll have a lot of family and friends in the galleries of the Masters. I believe he's from South Carolina, right up the road. I like his odds to possibly win or at least contend.
Why does that guy keeps winning? What is it? The match play. Why is he so good at match play? I don't understand that.
He's got this attitude. He does well at Ryder Cups when it's match play format against the Europeans, and he won this match play event. Something about the pressure, the one-on-one that he doesn't get in stroke play, but maybe he can channel some of that at Augusta this week.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. So yeah, 66 to 1. I'm definitely throwing some money down on that.
That would be a sweet win, right?
Oh yeah, that would be. So yeah, so far we got Tony Finau, 40 to 1. I guess Kisner, 66 to 1. What else we got here? I'm going to throw some money on Xander at 40 to 1.
Yep, I hope you bet on Bryson too.
Oh yeah, Bryson 33 to 1. That's why would I not bet that? What else we got here? So that's 4 guys right there.
And you know, a lot of people like to bet matchups. I just wanted to mention, that like the head-to-head matchups are popular.
Oh,
obviously, yeah. I would always take Jordan Spieth in a head-to-head because he knows the course so well. I know his game's not in shape, but this is like a local course to him. He's won so much. He has so many birdies here. I would take a guy like Spieth in head-to-heads. I like Ricky with his track record here, Ricky Fowler, and also Justin Rose, who's the number 1 player in the world, but the betting odds don't reflect that.
And then, what about is there anyone that's good on day 1 or day 2? Because they have those bets too, that just kind of fall apart in the end.
It's funny you ask that. There's a guy named Charlie Hoffman. He's not known as a winner or anything, but I swear he's always in first place on Thursdays after round 1. He's like the vintage guy for that question, so it's got to be him.
Charlie Hoffman. I threw money on him on the Players Championship, and he got that last. And then another guy I always bet on, which I don't see him in the field this year, is that Offie Barnrat. Oh yeah, there he is, Offie Barnrat. That's a
fun name. Kiradek, Offie Barnrat.
Yeah, he's 200 to 1. So I might throw $5 on him just because I like betting on him. He seems like a John Daly, where he just doesn't care much, or he cares obviously, but I don't know, he just looks like a John Daly to me.
I've also seen him smoking on the golf course. Those are probably the only 2 golfers I've seen that.
Exactly. All right, so yeah, we got our bets for this weekend. I didn't even think about the matchups. The first round. Let's see who's. Oh, and then I was also reading that Dustin Johnson's not too happy about going against DeChambeau.
He might not be because they're 2 opposite guys. So Bryson's the scientist, very analytical, and Dustin Johnson, we don't think he has much going on upstairs. He's just a very simple guy, hit the ball, walk to it, hit it again. So they're opposites. Yeah, it's an interesting one.
Yeah, that's funny. Hit the ball, go, finish the round.
Hey, it works for him.
Well, yeah, it clearly works for him. That guy can kill it. What about Brooks Koepka?
All right, so Koepka, something interesting with him. He posed mostly naked for an ESPN The Body issue coming out soon, but the issue is he wanted to cut 30 pounds for the photo shoot, which just happened a couple of weeks ago, and so he lost 30 pounds, and he's not hitting the ball as far. So
he lost 30 pounds.
30 pounds, which you look at him, he's pretty jacked, so I don't know where he dropped 30 pounds from.
Exactly.
But not hitting the ball as far, so I would not be in a rush to bet on him this week, even though he did win 2 majors last year.
Yeah, he was killing it last year, but, and his odds for the Masters this year aren't that good, I guess, it's 22 to 1. not terrible, but
not bad, but they don't
definitely
reflect last year how well he played.
So, I guess what type of game do you need to win the Masters? Is it I always see is it short irons to be good at and putting? Like, is that the basic thing to be good at the Masters?
I think that's a good start. You know, they're known as the toughest greens in the world with the speed and the undulations. They curve so much. Someone told me once, if Bill, if they put you on every single green, you don't even need to hit a shot from the fairway or the tee. If I put you on every single green, you still couldn't make par at Augusta National.
Wow.
You'd be
That's
putting
insane.
off the greens. Yeah, it's insane. And that just gives you the idea of how hard these greens can be. So you have to have a hot putter. You have to make some long putts. But you also have to hit it in spots where you can putt from. So I think it's having a certain amount of experience. You don't see a lot of young guys or first-timers winning. Typically, it's the guys who have been there a few years. And that's also why you see a lot of repeat champions like Jordan Spieth and Tiger and Phil.
Wow. That is an insane stat.
Yeah, I'd like to see you try it.
Yeah, I golf and yeah, we'll see. Yeah, so I think we got our bets ready for Thursday. This is like the Super Bowl for golf, right?
Oh yeah, this is number one. It's the best course in the world, the best field. All the guys are healthy. And you know what they say, anything can happen the first few days. The Masters doesn't begin until the back nine on Sunday. So don't start counting your money. Even if your guy is in the lead on Sunday, when you wake up, you better stay tuned on Sunday afternoon because anything can happen. It's going to be a crazy ride. It's the best tournament for sure. It's my favorite.
Yeah, and you get to be there, huh?
Most of the time, yes. I won't be there all weekend, but yeah.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Right now we got a blizzard in Wisconsin, so that's pretty sweet.
Well, more time to listen to the Sports Hangover and all the shows on the Hangover Network.
Perfect. That is true. Stay inside. Be safe.
Exactly.
So yeah, I guess we got our
watch
picks.
the golf.
We got our picks for this
I think
weekend,
you're all
and,
set to make some money.
I'm always ready to make some money. It just doesn't always happen. So you guys, so if you had to pick one outright winner of who you think is going to win, who would you say?
Yeah, my official winner this year is Bryson DeChambeau.
That's what. Yeah, I was looking online, and a lot of people are saying that. Like they're saying that he has potential to be a number one golfer in the world eventually.
Yeah, he's still young. He's probably 24, 25. He's already won 5 events or so at a young age, and he's ready for his first major. He played well at the Masters. I think it was last year or the year before, his first time ever. I think it sets up really well for him.
All right, there you have it. I guess if I had to pick one outright winner, I mean, everyone's, like you said, Rory is, the odds aren't good enough, but I'm going to pick Tony Finau for my winner.
I like that. And the analytics back you up, so that's strong.
There we go. Well, thanks for the call, Jeremy.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Everyone out there, keep listening to the Sports Hangover. Me and my buddy Mike, we do that every single week. And then all the shows on the Hangover Network, which, Bill, we're happy to have you a part of. You're killing it, making money for the people. So check out, we have, 7 or 8 shows now on the Hangover Network. We're growing every day. Thanks to all of our supporters and listeners. And check us out. Just search Hangover Network on any podcast player.
All right. Well, thanks again for calling in, and let's make some money.
All right. That was Jeremy from the Golf Channel again. He's also on the Sports Hangover. And he had some good info there. Hopefully he calls in again for the next few majors. He definitely knows golf more than I do, and I watch a decent amount, but it's always nice to have another opinion. And I actually have a caller. That interview was a little shaky. Good thing he carried most of it. I haven't done that before, so hopefully more and more we get some practice. But, yeah, he had some great info. So now let's get to the bets. The first bet, well, actually, let's see here. We're going to start with day one later. I thought about putting some money on that. We only pick one guy, and we're picking Charlie Hoffman plus 2,800. We bet 25 to win 700.
And then we're going to do some top 10 finish. So I picked 7 guys for top 10, for top 5, and for outright winner. So it's all going to be the same. So it's going to be a total of 22 bets total, including the Charlie Hoffman. The first bet for top 10 finish is going to be Hideki Matsuyama at plus 250. We bet 25 to win 62.50. Tony Finau at plus 300. We bet 25 to win 75. Bryson DeChambeau plus 250. We bet 25 to win 62.50. Kevin Kisner plus 475. We bet 25 to win 118.75. Matt Kuchar plus 340. We bet 25 to win 85. Xander Schauffele plus 300. We bet 25 to win 75. And Freddie Couples plus 2,800. We bet 25 to win 700. Next up, we got the top, the top 5 finish. And for the top 5 finish, we got the same guys. Hideki Matsuyama plus 550. We bet 25 to win 137.50. Tony Finau plus 650. Bet 25 to win 162.50. Bryson DeChambeau plus 550. We bet 25 to win 137.50. Kevin Kisner plus 1,100. 25 to win 275. Matt Kuchar plus 750. We bet 25 to win 187.50. Xander Schauffele plus 650. We bet 25 to win 162.50. And Freddie Couples again plus 7,000. We bet 25 to win 17.50. All right, and finally to the outright winner. Let's get back at it. Hideki Matsuyama plus 2,800. 25 to win 700. My boy Tony Finau plus 4,000. 25 to win 1,000. Bryson DeChambeau plus 3,300, 25 to win 825. Kevin Kisner plus 6,600, 25 to win 1650. Matt Kuchar plus 4,000, 25 to win 1,000. Xander Schauffele plus 4,000, 25 to win 1,000. And Freddie motherfucking Couples plus 50,000. We bet 25 to win $12,500. So yeah, that's it. I don't know if I'm going to bet baseball. I don't know it very well, and it doesn't seem to interest me. So I might change this. Well, that sucks that NBA is coming to a close. We got the playoffs to bet on and the NHL playoffs. I don't know NHL, but it seems like more people are interested in that. We got the NHL playoffs starting. We got the NBA playoffs starting. And, yeah, after that, it's just baseball. But we still have golf, and I love betting on MMA and boxing. So I might do only a few shows a week again. We'll see. I got to check it out. But yeah, I'm excited for the Masters. 4 days of greatness. Let's see if I can get another Patrick Reed outright winner again. Put me back in the green, way back in the green. But that's it for today's podcast. A little bit of a long one. That was a nice interview we had, though. Hopefully we get more of those. More content. If you want to call, if you do want to call, 715-256-7840. You can either leave a message with your name, your pick, and your reason why, or we can do an interview. You can download this podcast on Google Play, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Spreaker, iHeartRadio, iTunes, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, and you can listen to it on YouTube. Yeah, I will have another podcast either tomorrow or Friday for this upcoming UFC also. So put in the books, win some money, and watch some golf.
So I had this dream last night that I won the Masters. I was standing there on the 18th, sliding that green jacket on. Oh, I looked around at everybody. I was just like,
What's up? I won the Masters, now I'm blowing up. Came out of nowhere like Tin Cup. Lifetime exemption, now I'm in the club. Now I'm rolling down, know your lane. Windows tinted with the gold chain. People stare at me in disbelief like I'm David Blaine. Walk up to
on them like I'm Sergio. Look at me like I'm Bigfoot, they ain't seen nothing like me before. Man, this is cooler than a Rat Pack. Maybe I should backtrack.
Hit him with the flashback.
Oh no, here we go. It was just a year ago. Final round of 64. In that jacket, now lose control. Now I'm trying to make these dinner plans, but everybody got their own demands. I'm gonna tell them what they gonna eat, cause I'm the champion. I take them back to my college days. I take them back to top ramen days, where you can cook it all kinds of ways, but I prefer it in the microwave.
Please believe me that I know I'm blessed, but these haters should know not to test. Now excuse me, I have to go rest, cause tomorrow I'm playing the Part 3 contest like,
what's up? I won the Masters, now I'm blowing up. Came out of nowhere like Tin Cup. Lifetime exemption, now I'm in the club.
He's doing quite well. Pretty impressive. Little boy's driving it well. He's putting well. He's doing everything it takes to win. So you know what you guys do when he gets in here? Pat him on the back, say congratulations, enjoy it, and tell him not to serve fried chicken next year. Got it. All right.
Or collard greens or whatever the hell they serve.